This is The Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral.com.
Good morning, Tuscaloosa. Good morning, Tuscaloosa, Internet World, West Alabama. How are we doing today on Wednesday? It is the Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral, BamaCentral.com. We're hanging out with you live on the BamaCentral YouTube channel. We're on the BamaCentral Facebook page, my own social media machine on the Twitter side. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. Lots of you are doing that, and I really appreciate that. You guys can jump in and join us on the comments at Joe Gaither6, at MA Woods_, at BamaCentral. Hit us up on the voicemail line at 205-462-7340, extension 800. You want to leave us a voicemail, get played on the show. We will react to that. We're going to have a lot of fun as we're here in the Derek Daniel State Farm Studios talking about Alabama football, 18 days away from kicking off against Florida State. And we want to encourage you to call Derek for all of your insurance needs at 205-758-3391. Like a good neighbor, Derek Daniel is there. Call and see how much Derek can save you today on home, life, auto insurance, renter's insurance. On Monday, we're going to put Theo Fernandez doing this read because he walked upstairs and got himself an auto insurance quote. He walked downstairs and said, man, he saved me a lot of money.
Heck yeah.
And so you guys need to check him out. Call him 205-758-3391 for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, Derek Daniel is there. We're going to talk about Ryan Grubb today. We're going to talk about Ty Simpson a little more. We're going to start setting up these next 17 days. I've got a few ideas of what we need to be doing over these next 17 days. So we're going to talk about several things. We're going to talk about who's calling plays on second down for the Auburn Tigers. Is it going to be me? Is it going to be Mason? It might be you. So we'll talk about that. We've got a lot of things in store today on a Wednesday. Make sure you follow Mason Woods at MAWoods_ on the Twitter machine. Good morning, Mason. How we doing?
Doing good this morning. Doing good. More Ty Simpson, the only bit of Ty Simpson content I think we've ever gotten since he got here, and I think you could tell it was kind of his first appearance. I appreciated the little bit of nervousness in the speech and everything. It seemed like he was, I don't know, that he seems like a nice kid,
or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
or whatever,
hey.
or whatever. He said, or whatever, maybe.
That was very clearly his kind of like fallback or whatever. Everybody has one. I'm happy for him. I will see what happens. I hope he proves me wrong, like I said.
What's yours?
Probably obviously. I'd say obviously a lot, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think mine is? I'll tell you what I think mine is if you have a guess.
I don't know.
So I think it's elongating words while I think about into the next one. Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah. Everybody has their one kind of fallback, and you think that nobody notices it, but then, I mean, in all honesty, people probably don't notice it as much as you notice it yourself. But
I know you're excited for a big podcast tonight. New Heights, Taylor Swift joining Travis and Jason Kelce.
I mean, I don't think that it would be possible for me to care less. I've never once listened to an episode of that show. I have seen a handful of funny clips when they've had some guests on here and there. I am an active Taylor Swift hater. I'll just say it here. I'm not a fan. Never will be. Never have been.
They're gonna do their biggest episode yet, like numbers wise.
It'll be the most listened to podcast episode that's ever been podcasted.
And she's gonna announce her new album.
She probably won't say anything of substance
except announcing her new album.
You think she'd do it on a podcast?
On her boyfriend's podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what's happening tonight. So
cross promotion, that's what it is.
Right.
Two PR managers got together and said, I know how we can make this work even better.
Apparently the clips we've already seen from it, you got the new album art in the background.
Oh my God.
Everybody's
Yeah, I have gotten into like weird rabbit holes with artists that I enjoy and like analyzing their lyrics and things like that. Sure. But the propensity with which it happens for Taylor Swift fans has always been very strange to me. And the amount of weird, like cryptic dissecting of every move that she makes is very, very strange. And also look, the music sucks. Like, I just be honest, the music is not good. Like what you like, to cool, but I hate it. It is not good to me.
All right. Well, there you have it. She's the modern day.
I would disagree with whatever you're about to say.
Yeah, great. Exactly. Name your favorite female poet.
Very. Yeah.
It's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, not a fan. Not for me.
Teardrops on my guitar.
So deep.
Oh man. So
that was like her at her peak to me. It's been a steady decline since those days.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So we're gonna get into Ty Simpson talk as we spent time yesterday with Ryan Grubb. We spent time with Ty Simpson.
I hope we activate the Swiftie Army.
Jam Miller. I do too. I know a few Swiftie Army members. We'll see if we get attacked.
Oh Lord, that's the last thing I need. Twitter feed.
That's right. That's right. At MA Woods _ at Joe Gaither.
I want all the smoke.
That's right. We heard from Jam Miller and Josh Cuevas yesterday. Cuevas gave us a little update on his health and seemed to be excited about the news. You hear him talk about that's my quarterback.
I did love that. I liked that. Given, I'm gonna say this until I'm blue in the face. I wish that he had said, man, Ty threw about a 60-yard bomb to Ryan Williams right in the back of corner of the end zone, and I said, that's my quarterback. But hey, I'll take a little bit of leadership. That's fine.
Right. You can't have anybody jumping off sides. Apparently, Ty Simpson was hollering at unknown player X for jumping off.
We're going to speculate who could it have been.
He said it was an offensive lineman.
Yeah, it's typically,
So was
typically the culprit.
Was it Wilkin?
Ooh.
It's not Parker.
No, it definitely wasn't Parker. How could it be?
Right, that's what I'm saying. We're ruling out the center.
That was an issue that
everybody
we used
but
to
the center.
When I played high school football was our center would snap the ball at the wrong time. It was just like, how do you do this? You're the one guy that's got to know.
You start the play. The play doesn't start until you start it.
He'd lunge and the ball would still be sitting there. It's like, what are we doing?
Was it a freshman?
Is this what got Jaden Roberts swapped out with Gino Vandermark? Too many false starts?
Oh gosh, I don't even want to talk about Jaden Roberts. Jaden Roberts, I was told that he's dealing with a little bit of a head issue. That's a whisper. That's a smoky whisper. That fire hasn't been confirmed, but that's just a smoky whisper. I want to make that very clear that is just a rumor. But that's what I've been told, that he's been dealing with a little bit of a concussion, maybe. Now, total rumor right there.
And if that's true, like, you have really no way of knowing what that's going to look like, because it literally is different for every person.
Yeah. So I don't know about that. And so I really hesitate saying that. But the other rumor that's not injury related was just that, having a hard time translating it from the weight room to the football field, as far as down in and down out aggression, down in and down out physicality.
I mean, there's a big difference between weight room strength and on the field strength.
A man was apparently squatting 9 billion pounds. I think it was 900 pounds for real. But David Ballou said if you can't translate it, it does not matter. And so that's what really I've been heard. And then the cover story is we're building depth. So yeah, I think that you maybe combine two rumors and think, it's pretty clear. It's pretty obvious that Gino is going to be playing left guard or right guard. But we'll see. 18 more days. 18 more days to clear up any sort of head issues, and 18 more days to find any sort of internal fire.
Slade Bolden days.
Wow.
My favorites.
The Slade cat. I sat next to a media member, an unknown media member, in the 2021 SEC championship game. Was that it? Yeah, the first round against Georgia, first Georgia game that postseason, and Slade Bolden made a play, and he nudged me and goes, "The Bama fans just don't like him because he's white," and I was like, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that any Bama fans ever not liked a player for that reason.
Yeah, so that always sticks out to me whenever I hear Slade Bolden's name. But every time I talk to Slade, he's been great. I mean, I saw him on the sidelines at the Georgia game last year, maybe one of these games, and he just shook my hand and dapped me up like we've been frat brothers forever and ever. And I was like, never his frat brother.
He was a player.
Not that I wouldn't
be.
be.
That I fully expected to be a guy to never really make any impact on an NFL team, but just stick around and like kind of bounce and always be a name where it's like, hey, Slade Bolden, where's he at? Oh, he's with this team. Okay, sure. Just because for that exact reason, it always seemed like people liked him in the locker room. It seemed like he's a hard worker and everything. But just didn't quite make it. I think he's doing like podcast stuff now.
Yeah, he's just being a cool guy.
Yeah.
Because he's a cool guy.
It's a pretty sweet gig to have.
Exactly. So best of luck to you, Slade. 18 days away from kickoff. So yeah, we spent time with Cuevas, basically complimented his leadership, his fieriness. Ryan Grubb talking about fieriness, but quickly getting back to even, comparing him to Geno Smith. He's like, Geno Smith, I coached him last year. Every time he would get fired up, he could get right back to cool real quick. And I think Ty's just like that.
I hope that Ty comes out and gives me double birds in the first game. That's what I need, like Geno Smith did to those Raiders fans the other night, or those Seahawks fans the other night.
Wasn't the sign that he was double birding? What did it say? Geno thinks?
It was Geno Smith, Jamarcus Russell. Who's the bigger bust?
Oh, yeah.
Which is, like, just a ridiculous comparison. Like, if we're talking just purely, like, the career. Geno Smith, blows Jamarcus Russell out of the water in terms of how good his career has been. Like, Jamarcus Russell can't hold a candle to what Geno Smith has done in the NFL. I get that he was not maybe as good as we thought he was going to be coming out, but he's had a dang good career.
Yeah, what's it been, like 7-8 years in the league?
Yeah.
And a little
bit. It took him a while to catch his footing, but
you survived the New York the New York meat grinder.
Yeah.
And now you're in Seattle. How do you think those two media markets differ massively?
Oh, yeah. I wonder what Vegas is like. You think, because I wonder if I have to imagine they're just happy to have a team right now. Everybody's just soaking anything up they can. He's probably enjoying himself.
You don't have any diehard fans in Vegas. They're just up there. Well, we're gambling. Is it going to be a completion or not? Oh, he got it. Great job. I won $50.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe John Mateer's throwing some money on.
Oh my gosh. Do you believe John Mateer?
I do. Come on. I just look. I've met a few athletes. I've met some not very smart athletes, sure, but I don't really think that anybody is so stupid to have been sports gambling as a Division I athlete and then to label their transfer of payment as sports gambling. This is the game I bet on. There's just no way.
I do.
Maybe.
Because that's what you do when you're dealing with a low-level bookie, like down the hallway in the dorm. And
I think you also just say, "Hey, man, here's $10 for pizza."
That's what you should be doing. You should just be emojiing this.
Yeah, I just don't.
I bet on Colorado. I'm sending you Colorado lost. I'm sending you $20, and the emoji is Buffalo.
I'm going to steal from Brooks Austin again. If you are dumb enough to think that he really did that, then you're as dumb as him if he had done that.
Oh, but like the issue, you're never going to be able to find out. There's
no way to prove it. He's fine.
Material. All you got to do is die with a lie, bro.
He should have not even addressed it, to be honest. Like, no statement. Because what is anybody going to do?
Right. You're not going to chase down the dorm level bookie because it's very clearly he's not with FanDuel, DraftKings.
Yeah, he's sending money to some guy who's putting bets in for him if this is to be believed.
I bet you the dude's running his own book down. The fella that he was Venmoing was probably running his own tiny little book.
Maybe.
And he probably had 10, 15. And it might have just been hey, Mason, I'm betting you $5 the Bama's going to win this game. Oh, they didn't. I'm going to send it to you.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, I think the most likely scenario is if he was doing this, it was just sending money to a guy so that guy could play some bets for him. Yeah. Similar to what any of these NFL players have done in recent years themselves. I don't think he did it. I don't think anybody's that dumb. There's some dumb people out there.
I think there's about a 10% chance that it's true.
Maybe
10%.
Sure.
I'm more likely on the train of he is just joking around on his Venmo transactions. But that's why you just use emojis. Yesterday we were in the facility and the reporters were all joking back and forth. Oh, I'm going to Venmo you. I'm just going to label it drugs. I'm just going to label it,
mm-hmm.
whatever nefarious thing is.
almost any Venmo transaction I've ever sent was just like a period. And that's all you need.
Yeah, I usually
Nobody needs
say,
to know what
thanks.
I'm sending money for. It's not in my business.
That and it's you could look, you can get around this or you can get behind this real easy just by making all your transactions private.
Yeah,
very, very simple. Just
Yeah.
go to a button and make it private. But 99% of my transactions just say, thank you, $10. Like
Yep.
Billy or Shally, they know what it's for, right?
Stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
appreciate your help tonight. Splitting the dinner bill.
yeah, it's just I don't know. I do not think that he did this. And even if he did, like you said, it's not any way to prove it. It's not illegal to send somebody $10 and say sports gambling.
Right. And so all he has to do is say, I didn't gamble, and it can't really.
They're gonna pull every kid from his dorm room 2 years ago's DraftKings account and like, come on.
Right. So, how do we get to John Mateer? Vegas, and Geno Smith. That was our starter, right?
Yep.
So Ryan Grubb was complimenting Ty's fieriness and his ability, saying that he's able to get back to even keel. Jam Miller, man, I should have pulled that clip. I have the clip of Ryan Grubb talking about no interceptions. I'm still pushing the ball. But Jam Miller, did you see? They asked him to compare Ty Simpson to Jalen Milroe. And he said, yeah, they're pretty much the same.
I love that.
He goes, they're pretty much the same. They both have good arms. They're both good athletes. Obviously, Jalen's a better runner, but they're pretty much the same. Nothing's really changed. And I'm like, oh,
I love that.
Are they?
I love that very much.
And it's like deadpan.
I think if any other player had said that, I would have been like, but that's just par for the course for Jam Miller, I think.
Yeah, Jam's just trying to get out of the question without offending anyone.
Yeah.
Without throwing shade at the previous quarterback or throwing shade at the current quarterback.
Speaking of Jam Miller, the physical transformation, the picture that everybody saw yesterday. Now, mind you, I think there's some angles doing a little bit of work there. He does look a little bigger though. He does look like he has probably put on just a handful of LBs.
So
but it's
many
not
people.
He does. It's not like he went from Spider-Man to the Hulk or something.
Right. You get the sweat in the right, the sunlight hitting the right place, the camera standing on the right place. Like I can make my bicep look big if you want.
It's like taking a picture of a fish, man. You get that right angle. It looks good.
And like, no, he's in great shape. Like I don't want to disparage the man at all. But like, people talking about he's grown. Blah, blah.
He did not put on 25 pounds of muscle this season.
No, it's just
maybe
an angle.
5 to 10.
It's just the hot Alabama summer, sweating and the glistening of sun and the angle of the photo. Because I honestly think that the photo is a little bit stretched. Not stretched to make Jam look big, but like stretched to just artistically. I think that because it's about Jam and the bigger photo is Jam and Mark Ingram and a couple of I think it's stretched kind of to make sure
one of those wide angle lens,
right, to make sure that Mark is right there in the middle, and then it's like you take a horizon shot and obviously the two ends are distorted just a little bit, and it's like, look how big Jam Miller is, and I'm like, I mean, he's big.
Guy.
I don't want to tackle him. I tell you that. I do not want him to treat me as a speed bump. But all this and I do think David Ballew's doing a great job. But it's like David Ballou is turning these guys into monsters. I'm just like hesitant. Let's see it. Let's. Photography can be a funny thing.
Yes, it can.
That's my point. That's the bottom line. And I do think Jam is going to be a good player. And I do think Jam is extremely strong. And I do think his biceps are bigger than my face. But his biceps were bigger than my face 12 months ago too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's not, he did not change, 25 pounds this season. And that's what people are acting like. They're acting like it's a freshman who got here as an early enrollee. And it's like, oh my God, 215 to 235. Like, that's just not what happened.
You got a couple of these fan podcasts that went out there yesterday, and it took everything in me not to be like, you're falling for photo distortion, buddy.
Yeah, you watch the other video of him post practice talking, and he looks big, but looks about like he did last year. When he's dried off and not wearing shoulder pads and a helmet. I did see one funny comment, somebody saying that his helmet also got jacked in the off season because of the Guardian cap. That was pretty good. Glad to see though that the Guardian caps are still a thing. I never understood any pushback for that wear them in practice. If you don't want to wear them in game, that's fine. But wear them in practice. What's the reason? You don't have to impress anybody with how you look out there.
Right. They all need to be wearing them.
We were my last year of playing football. We all got them in practice. It felt weird. It is weird when you hit somebody because it's just a little boom instead of the normal, head rattling, earth shattering blow to your top of your head.
They all need to be wearing them during practice.
Yeah.
I don't want to be dealing with head injuries in practice.
And I saw there's a new brand of them that some schools have started using, and I can't remember it now, so I might have to find it, before next show maybe. But they look remarkably better than what we have had for the last 2 seasons now. It's just a one-piece shell that sits right. It looks kind of like the old ones they had in like the 70s where it was just a foam shell that sat on top. But it blends in with the shape of the helmet much better, and I think they have different models as opposed to what helmet you have and so on and so forth. I saw Virginia Tech in some clip was using them, and it was like you almost could not see them until you really kind of took a closer look. So we're getting somewhere with them. I don't really understand why we can't just build this technology into the helmets, but I guess we're progressing.
Well, it doesn't look good if the helmet looks like what's the what are some of the villains that have the massive heads, right? We can't have everybody looking like a doctor or whatever. I don't even know those villains. But you know who I'm talking about, cartoons with the big old heads.
Megamind.
You're right. Yes, Megamind. Thank you. All right, so let's play the only part of the Ryan Grubb press conference that's worth listening to.
Simpson's our starter. How's that? Pretty good? Okay, let it ride. What do we got?
Why is Ty Simpson your starter?
There we go. Good follow-up. Ty did a really nice job of, taking care of the football. I think number one, I think Ty is an incredible playmaker on the move, and I think from there, guys like that, you worry, are they going to be able to train themselves to be able to take care of the football? And I just even the room in general, Ty led that charge, but Ty didn't throw any picks last week. He's thrown 1 all camp. We've thrown 4 total this camp, and this spring, I think at this time we had thrown 15. So I think in general the guys are understanding the concepts and control the offense a lot better as a room, and Ty was the best at that. And so his ability to command and create out of the pocket I thought was the best, make great decisions, and he's just much cleaner on some of the things that you expect an older quarterback to be able to do.
You mentioned the interceptions. Are you still seeing the quarterbacks, Ty specifically, push the ball down the field in fall camp?
Yeah, we are, absolutely. Let's see, I don't know what today was, but we'd had 6 practices in a row where we hit our explosive number. So we've certainly been able to get the ball down the field, which is great because I think our defense does a good job of trying to limit those, so which was a lot better. I don't know if we had 5 days of that all of spring. So 6 in a row, I think we had 8 out of 10 practices, so we're rolling a little bit.
I need the Brian Wynn horse. Now, why is that meme right now? We're doing a good job. Yeah, we're still pushing the ball downfield. It was that easy to just say Ty's done a great job pushing the ball downfield.
We are absolutely. Let's see. I don't know what today was, but
what does that answer give you? A ton of confidence?
Well, it did yesterday, but then this morning, sitting down and hearing your opinion and hearing it back, I guess I hear what you're hearing a little bit.
Now, I'm looking for things. I might, take. I'm fully aware of that. I am looking for reasons to, pluck issues and poke holes in this. But still,
you want to hear it one more time?
Yeah.
Cam?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it.
I feel like if Ty Simpson was pushing the ball downfield and making those things happen, the answer would have quickly been, yeah, Ty's done a great job pushing the ball downfield. But it wasn't. It was, we've done a great job. I don't know. To me, all this says is what I have said for months now. It is, Ty's the safest option.
Hey man,
he doesn't risk it as much.
I'll take a 14-play drive, 14 plays, taking 6 minutes off the clock, 4.5 yards of play,
and that wins you a national championship. 5 times out of 6 in 2004.
We're grinding. You're grinding the other team down.
I don't know that that's winning you a national championship now.
We're gonna make them play 90 plays. The other defense.
I hope it can. I don't know that it is.
Come on, and like,
You know that I'm correct here. Not necessarily about Ty as a quarterback, but about this specific quote from Ryan Grubb.
yeah, he hesitated there, right there. I didn't hear it yesterday when he was answering it yesterday, and we're all in the scrum. I was like, great, good answer, sweet.
Sure.
We're all my fears, all my concerns from Saturday, from Sunday are dissipated.
Yeah, no.
I'm
not sure that Ty's the one that's making those explosives happen.
All you got to do.
What do you think that explosive goal is per practice? You know, say we get probably an hour-long team period at the end of practice, something like that, 45 minutes. So
the
maybe 2-3 drives per quarterback. What do you think the explosive goal is?
To hit 4 in a practice, hit 5 in a practice. Yeah, that's my.
I think that's fair. I mean, we translate that out to a game. What do we think that is? Couple per quarter?
No, less. Three in a whole game.
Oh, boo! That's
well. Think about it. If it's an explosive, it's 3.
I want
those are 3.
8.
Those are
8
touchdowns.
minimum.
Those are touchdowns.
No, we're going 25 plus yards in an explosive play.
Okay, well then it's higher. It's higher, definitely.
I think 8 to a quarter. That's fair. You're taking 2-3 shots a quarter. I would be fine with that. The shot can turn into a touchdown, but it also could be a 40-yard completion where somebody gets tackled by their legs or a safety comes and gets the right angle.
What this tells me is that the wide receiver core is getting open.
Sure.
There's Ryan over the top. The wide receiver core to me is doing the work here.
Yeah, I think and I don't, I'm in agreement with you. I don't really know why it particularly tells me this. I could not explain to you, but it does to me seem like it's less about the defense being unable to get the interceptions and more about the wide receivers just being able to find openings in the defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think,
and the added timing of Ty helps, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're playing within the structure of the offense. We're not patting the football, watching Ryan Williams.
Sure.
Is he going to break open? Should I let it go to number 2? Pat. Oh, I got sacked.
Yeah.
Drive me crazy last year.
It was frustrating.
Get off of number 1.
Yeah.
And not straight to 4. Go to 1 to 2, 3. Mm-hmm. The backside dig is open. The backside dig is open. And that's 15 bleeping yards. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, so many times I'm staring at the front side, holding, patting. And if you get off of it in time, well, that backside dig is cutting open, and all the linebacker flow that's going to the left, following number 1. Well, there's a big old hole right over the middle, and just.
I think
Ty's hitting that pass. I think
they all are from what we hear from Ryan Grubb.
Perfect.
So we go back to, why is Ty the starter?
Most experienced man.
His coaching staff is going to be loyal to a fault.
Well, they're not going to. I mean, they're loyal to the best player because they didn't recruit Ty
Simpson. Are they loyal
Simpson.
to the best player, or are they loyal to the one that's been there the longest?
They're loyal to the player that's going to help them win games. 9-3
sounds like any of these other guys. It sounds like the other 2 guys will help them win games too.
Right, but if you're mitigating risk here. You're mitigating any risk.
I think you're mitigating. I don't want my team to be mad at me.
Maybe a little, but I think that these guys know that 9-3. You go 9. You go
all
9
3
and 3.
of these quarterbacks are getting you better than 9-3.
Well, I sure hope so.
I think all 3 of them.
Which one of them's getting you closest to 12-0?
I think it's the other 2.
Do you think that? I think all 3 of
them probably get you to the playoff.
There you go. That's the bar.
Sure, but I think it's the other 2 that have a chance to win you the title. I just think when it comes down to it, you got to have that. I don't know. I saw it this morning. It was some It was an offhanded press conference from I want to say it was Notre Dame's offensive coordinator, maybe somebody else. But they're talking about a young quarterback, a freshman quarterback they've got on their team, and it was. I love what he's done this offseason. He's not afraid to put his nose in there into the fire a little bit. And that's what you need. You gotta have it. You can't be afraid. Gotta want to put your nose in there a little bit. I don't know that Ty Simpson does. Because I think if he did, once again, the answer from Ryan Grubb would have been, Ty's done great pushing the ball downfield. The other 2 guys have also been good.
I just want the chains to be moving. I just want to stay out of long down and distances. 3rd and 12s.
I think that works for 10 games.
Great.
But when it comes down to, you know what cutting time, you got to have that dynamic player that's going to push the ball. And maybe it's all season. Hey, maybe we get to a national championship game and it's, oh, Lord, it's 6-7 at halftime. Get in there, Keelan.
Perfect.
That'd be all right.
But
then what happens next season?
Pull the lever.
Then what happens next season?
What happens next season is
you're not kicking Ty out.
Why wouldn't you? If you've made the switch like that, it's
gonna be hard to kick Ty out.
If you hit that button,
I think at this point it's proven it's gonna be hard to kick Ty out.
Well, that's true. Loyal. He's got the Alabama A.
Loyalty to a fault, maybe.
He's got the Alabama A tattooed on his chest.
Yeah. He's got Bear Bryant across his neck.
Hey, he's gonna die for the Tide.
Yeah, and I'd love that about him. I'll give you that.
Die for the tie.
I don't know. I will continue to hold my opinion that when it really comes down to business, you got to be you can't be afraid to put your nose in the fire a little bit.
No, I agree with that. You're gonna have to take a few risks, but I also am like still in the camp that maybe Ty's just a hell of a processor, and these 5 receivers,
They will take you very far.
are just getting open. So if 1, the deep shot's not there, if 2, the flag route's not there, just keep those hips turning, baby, because that backside dig is going to be open. Jeremy Bernard's going to burn that backside dig to pieces.
I think that one of my main concerns is, we have continued to make the Mac Jones parallel and how stacked that team was and how a lot of quarterbacks probably were. You're getting the same result that season.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to do a whole lot, but that was COVID. The Big Ten played 5 games. We only played 10. Nobody else really did anything. It was a very special year where a lot of perfect things came together to allow Alabama to be as dominant as they were. That was a good team.
That offensive line was
a great team.
That offensive line
was a fantastic football team. You're not getting that exact same result with a 12-game schedule with a full college football playoff. So it's going to be that much harder for Ty to do it.
He's not playing in an offense that's that loaded. It's as loaded as 2020.
I would say you're 85-90% of the way there.
I'm not seeing the same running back production. I'm not seeing the monster that that senior Najee Harris was.
I think you've got it out of the group.
Maybe. Okay, probably. But Najee was just...
Sure, you do not have a Najee Harris, but I think as a whole, you've got what he did.
How close is Ryan Williams to Devontae Smith? He's 7/10 of Devontae. He's 6/10 of Devontae.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good. He's really dang good. But Devontae's like
what was the rest of that receiving core? We had
Waddle for a second.
Yeah.
Waddle was, and then Waddle got hurt.
Was Mechie still there?
2020, yes. 2020, he was an underclassman.
I think Jeremy Bernard is 10 out of 10 what Mechie is. That's a pretty good parallel, honestly. Just see. Technicians.
You had... No, not rushing. Yeah, rushing yards. Najee had 1,400 rushing yards.
Yeah, you're not getting that. But I think as a committee.
Yeah, Devontae, 117 receptions. Mechie, 55. Najee got 43 receptions. Oh, just what a perfect player. Jalen Waddle, 28. He ended up getting hurt early, came back late. Slade Cat, 24.
All right, so we've got Rico Scott, I think, is the player Jalen Waddle is.
Ooh.
That's maybe a bit lofty.
Okay.
For that season, though, certainly.
All right, that's fair.
I'll give you absolutely Ryan Williams is not quite the receiver Devontae Smith is yet. I think Jeremy Bernard is the same as John Mechie.
You had 40-something receptions between the two tight ends, Miller Forrestall and Jaleel Billingsley. 40-something receptions. What's that quick math for 500 yards roughly and 4 touchdowns? You getting that from Cuevas? From Cuevas and Caleb Edwards?
I think you definitely can.
Cuevas, Caleb Edwards, and Marshall Pritchett.
If Ty Simpson's playing the quarterback, be a lot of opportunities there for 7, 8, 9 yard.
Right. These receivers are going to be running these DBs off, and then it's going to be deep crosser Josh Cuevas underneath.
I don't think we're all that far
17.
off from the 2020 team.
Josh Cueva, 17-yard deep cross as everybody's running off 4 verts. And It's like, all right, you just ran past the linebacker.
And then he just gets to demolish a poor safety. coming down to tackle him.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. But I don't think we're that far off of the 2020 team.
Coach is just calling 4 verts all the time, and whoever the underneath man is just going to just destroy linebackers. Cole Adams, Rico Scott, y'all gonna which one of y'all wants that poor sucker?
Yeah.
And it's going to be, Ty, can you hold it, hang in the pocket, and hit the deep crosser? We don't need you to take the deepest level.
But my concern is that it is just it's going to be more difficult than what Mac Jones had to do.
Sure, yes,
remarkably more difficult.
Because that offensive line was insane.
It's not because of the team was so much better for Mac. It's because everything around him is not happening. You don't have the rest of the country not playing football for half the season. I think this team stacks up pretty well with that 2020 team.
Offense. Evan Neal, Alex Leatherwood.
Where's Evan Neal right now?
Well, he's playing guard for the Giants,
and he kind of sucks.
Don't tell that to Theo Fernandez. Theo loves him. Theo is ready for.
They drafted him to play tackle.
Theo's in love with him. He thinks this is going to be.
Look, I like him too, and I hope he has a great year. But it's not been good so far for Evan Neal.
Listen to these other linemen on this team that are just fun. Damian George transferred to Florida. You remember Amari Knight? Kite.
Yeah.
Freshman Seth McLaughlin is on this team. Senior Chris Owens. Oh yeah. Thanks. You had Pierce Quick is out there. Okay. Yeah.
Give me the 5 starters again. Evan Neal.
Yeah. Evan Neal, Alex Leatherwood. That's Landon Dickerson, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I can't.
Yeah, because the picture of him holding Saban's got the mask on. I can see it right now in my head.
Position. That's what I want. Yeah. Offensive line. Evan Neal. You have Chris Owens. You have Alex Leatherwood.
Right, so
Emil Ekiyor. Darian Dalcourt.
Okay.
Javion Cohen is still a young kid on that team. Deontay Brown. You remember Bulbasaur, basically.
Yeah.
You have Landon Dickerson. Yeah, there's your offensive line.
So we got 2 guys. Really, one guy that's like a good NFL player.
So
I think we have
Parker
2.
and Caden.
I think
Parker and Caden. Caden's a top 10 pick. Parker
is a top 5 at his position.
Yeah, he's gonna be pushing for that first round. He's gonna be drafted at like 34.
That's what I'm saying. This team is right there with 2020. But you do not have everything else going for you that team had, where the team you played the national championship played 6 football games that year. I'm just saying it's going to be way harder for Ty, not because of his football team, because of everything else around him. It's not as simple as, all he's got to do is be Mac Jones. Mac Jones would not necessarily have done what he did in 2020 this season.
All right, well, take 2020 Mac Jones and compare him to 2025 Ty Simpson. Who operates this offense better? It's Ty.
I mean, yeah, just because I think Ty's better than Mac Jones.
Right, exactly. So everything's fine.
I've never disputed this.
Everything is fine.
I've said it for Ty Simpson. Mac Jones with a faster 40. Like he's Mac Jones with a little bit of ability to
get up and go.
He has like the one thing that Mac Jones absolutely lacked, which was any mode of escapability.
So it's going to be absolutely fine. 12-0, baby. 15-0.
We'll see.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be A-okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Roll, Ty, roll.
I hope it works. I won't be buying the Roll Ty Roll shirt though.
No, I'm not going to buy that mess.
What kind of cut you think he gets of those?
None. You're going to get people.
They're not breaking off 20% for Ty when they're selling them at the soup store.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Those shirts he will be, but you're going to go.
No, they'll go after everybody else with the cease and desist.
Yeah, you're going to be walking down Bryant Drive and seeing all the tents selling Roll Tide shirts, and they're going to say, "You need to stop that. You paying him some NIL money for
the officials? Well, I mean, what they got to be? You think he gets to negotiate the cut? Boy, that is. We've talked about it so much. It is such a can of worms with all of this NIL stuff. How many various things that there are potentially on the table for negotiation. I don't even. Every time you get to thinking about it, it's just more and more and more and more.
We're gonna slap a 15 on the back with Simpson, and then we're gonna sell him.
There we go.
Roll tie on the front, Simpson on the back over the shoulders. 15.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we'd be able to get a good bit of them out before they caught on. You know.
Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it, but we'll probably get our media credentials immediately revoked.
Yeah.
But you paying Ty any of this money? No, sir.
I'd be happy to right now. Now that I've been caught.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh man. So let's keep it rolling here. I got like one or two more topics here, and we got to decide what we're going to do over the next 17 days. We want to make sure that you join us for the Northport Health Fair. It's coming up, Northport Lions Club Health Fair is coming up August 23rd. So we will see you at St. Mark's Church on Saturday, August 23rd.
Northport Lions Club and St. Mark's Church present a free health fair in honor of Dr. Norman and Jean Carlson, Saturday, August 23rd, 8:30 till noon. That'll be in the St. Mark Family Life Center. Northport citizens can get free eye, hearing, and blood pressure screenings, diabetes testing, and more. Now, the first 100 people get a free biscuit, and free Domino's pizza slices will be served at 11, along with free snow cones and drinks from Buffalo Rock. Sponsors include Alabama Lions Psych, Ascent Audiology, DCEH Regional Medical Center, West Alabama Food Bank, Special Olympics, Northport Police Department, U of A Institute for Rural Health, the Alabama Department of Public Health, and others. A Northport Fire Department truck will be on site, and there will be lots of fun kids' activities. The Northport Lions St. Mark Health Fair. See you Saturday, August 23rd.
And we will see you Saturday, August 23rd for your Northport Lions Club Health Fair right there at St. Mark Church, just off McFarland Boulevard, across from the Chick-fil-A, across from the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Mason Woods, have you submitted your application to the Auburn Tigers to call plays on second down?
Not yet. I'm kind of hoping that it's just like they'll pop a phone number up on the Jumbotron and everybody texts in with their with their suggestion.
Well, what would be your suggestion? Are you always?
It's situational, you know. What are we talking? What are we looking? We
situational. No, you don't care.
We second and 12 right now.
You don't care about schedule. You just want to bomb it, baby.
Exactly.
Wasn't that the term in wasn't the play in NFL Blitz? The bomb.
Right, I vaguely remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the bomb was 3 post routes on one side and a deep cross from the other.
You know, it just depends on what we got. It depends on the personnel. You know, who we got playing quarterback. Is it Peyton Thorne or not Peyton Thorne? Jackson Arnold back there. Is it the electrifying Deuce Knight
Jackson's
that I've heard
so
much about?
Jackson's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Justin Hokanson writes on the Twitter machine, since we spoke with Derek Nix, this is yesterday, since we spoke with Derek Nix and Kent Austin yesterday, just to reiterate, Nix handles first down strategy / play calling.
That's one.
Austin handles third down strategy / play calling. And as Nick said of Hugh Freeze, head coach has the authority to overrule anything we say or do. How often does Freeze overrule? Quote, it depends on how the game is going, but he's highly involved. To me, he's an outstanding play caller, and I've learned everything from him. Okay.
We missed out on a crucial down there.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I don't know football. Correct me, but I believe it goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong though.
Yeah.
I think you might know something we don't.
Hugh Freeze, baby. We no second down play
playing
calls
5D
here.
chess over there.
He goes first, third, and fourth down.
That's so ridiculously stupid.
So what I was told yesterday was that part of it, Derek Nix, this is his first year. This is his second year on the Auburn staff. Yeah, this is his second year on the Auburn staff. He came from Ole Miss, 2020 to 2008 to 2019. He was running backs coach, and then he was 2020 to 2022 wide receivers coach, and he was associate head coach at Ole Miss in 2023. And he comes to Auburn with Hugh Freeze. And I think part of the reason that he's calling plays, or at least first down plays, is to avoid some sort of non-compete clause, to avoid some sort of buyout clause from Ole Miss. Like if you take a better job or different job, then you can avoid some of these rules, right?
Yeah, there's always lingo about that kind of thing.
So he has to call plays. He has to at least be labeled as a play caller. So he's the first down play caller. Now, if you take that with like 3 grains of salt, because that's just what I heard yesterday, right?
I wish so badly that I had pulled up this auburntigers.com page and it said offensive coordinator / first down play caller. Unfortunately, it does not.
Yeah, it just says OC, doesn't it?
OC / running backs.
Right. Derek Nix, Kent Austin. Kent Austin has been with Hugh for quite some time. He was co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Liberty, dating back 2019 to 2022. Offensive analyst at Auburn in 23. Quarterbacks coach 2024 to present. And so he's the one who probably says everything that I've learned from Hugh. How often is freeze over?
What do they say? If you got 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterbacks.
Right.
If you got 3 play callers, you got no play callers.
What in the world? The next time we talk to Ryan Grubb, we should ask him
just who's calling plays.
Hey, we should ask Kalen DeBoer. Hey, Kalen, some prominent programs have different play callers for different down and distances. Is Ryan?
We're gonna look silly if he gives us an answer similar to this. Well, we like to have Grubb take over the first and second down, and then we like to go to Sheridan for maybe 3rd and short, 4th and short. Yeah, that would.
And I mean, you also have Jamarcus Shepard too.
Yeah. Well, that's second down.
Yeah, right. And then Kalen DeBoer, I can override any play calls that I want.
Mm-hmm. And then Nick Saban can override anything he wants.
Nick Saban
there
from the
with
house.
His puppet strings.
Shoot, if you talk to some of my friends, they believe that. They believe it.
I think the only way that people would not believe that is if they literally posted a video of his office being demolished and then he moved to the opposite side of the country and maybe took another job.
I'm serious. I have friends who, after the Georgia game last year, Nick Saban was calling the plays. Oh, okay. Yeah, since he's always been an offensive genius.
And is that also why Alabama struggled so much in the second half of that game?
Right,
what is your argument here?
Right. It's like, oh, no, I don't think
it was a pretty abysmal offensive performance in the second half of that game.
Pretty bad defense, too.
Sure. Man, oh, man, yeah. I can guarantee you Nick Saban is not making any sort of game day decisions other than what he's going to wear. Actually, Miss Terry's probably doing that, so.
Nick Saban's just up there, like, taking notes so that he can say the right thing on College Game Day the next week. Nice. So, Auburn, you got a couple play callers. How do we think this is going to work out for the Tigers?
I don't think it's going to work out well, Joe.
I don't either.
I think I can say that confidently. I mean, even before knowing this, I didn't think this was going to work out well for the Auburn Tigers, and this just furthers my case.
Do you think it's a simple case of we just want you to focus on first downs because you need to keep yourself mixing up the first down play calls, mixing them up, and same thing for third down. You know, we've got this big old plot because sometimes I'll get into a little bit of rhythm of calling the same 5-7 plays on my little game, and I'm like, well, it's fine. But if I was What call the last time on first down? I don't know. I'll just go to my favorites. I don't know. I'll just go to my favorites.
I think that's not great if you've got to do that with your coach.
Yeah,
but that very well could be what it is.
I'm sitting in my living room, not really thinking about anything. Yeah, it's a silly game.
Yeah, I think if
it's not my life
as a program, as a administration or whatever, whoever's making this call. If you're worried that your head football coach is too repetitive on first down because we just can't remember what he called last drive, you got bigger fish to fry, buddy.
Yeah, that's a terrible answer. But I am calling nearly the same play on almost every third down.
It probably works well in the video game setting, I would imagine.
Levels, baby.
Yeah.
You can't keep up with levels.
Sure.
You got two basically in routes, short in routes, and one deep in route, and we're just reading and reacting. And if we can get outside the pocket away from the direction of the levels, easy. Oh, yeah. Quarterback is easy getting the first down.
Whoo-wee. A little bit of wild, super off-topic breaking news here.
I
guess it broke a little bit before we started recording.
Give it to me.
Kansas has received a $300 million athletics gift from donor David Booth. Now, I don't know precisely.
Chalk. Jayhawk.
I don't know what exactly that means. It's just Kansas has received an unprecedented $300 million gift from donor David Booth, believed to be among the largest single gifts in the history of college athletics.
How much of that $300 million is going to players?
Well, a fair amount, but it's all basketball players. Football's not getting a lick.
Bro, the football team's getting better.
Yeah, okay. I might break you off a couple $100,000.
All right, we'll funnel this through the Kansas.
We'll maybe
NIL.
get you a new locker room.
That's right.
For $10 million.
We love it.
That's wild. That's a whew. David Booth, you spend your money in interesting ways, my friend.
Well, if you can't buy a sports franchise, I saw the Bears were valued at like $7 or $8 billion I guess recently.
That really is just what it is going to be now is the guys that are right on the cusp of being outside the NFL, MLB, whatever circle. They'll just buy a college football team essentially.
Who wants to buy the University of Alabama?
Oh man, I don't know. We saw South Carolina selling their field this week to I don't even remember who it was now.
Oh, it's some like construction, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like a local construction company, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure they're fairly well known in the area. But it's only a matter of time. Who's it going to be for Alabama? Is it going to be I think you texted me maybe Mercedes. Obviously, definitely could see that one. Can we get a Julio Jones Kia down there on the field? That's what we need.
You could be driving a Kia.
Maybe I like Mercedes would look nice. I'd be all right with just as long as it's just the like crest logo. We can't get the you don't need the text. Just give me the Mercedes, the circle logo there on about 25 on each side. That'd be fine.
It's Blanchard, right? Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Blanchard Machinery is going to have the little logo on Williams-Brice Stadium on the field at Williams-Brice Stadium. We love it.
Get your bag any way you can in this era of college football, I guess.
We're selling everything.
Who's the first team to put a jersey patch on?
Well, it's got to be approved by it's got to be approved by the SEC, doesn't it?
I would imagine so.
And when the SEC approves it, all 16 teams will end up getting somebody.
You're correct. So who's going to bring it to the table? I imagine it will start elsewhere. I think it will start. I'm thinking Texas Tech.
Oh, Texas Tech
BYU?
or some school in the MAC.
That'd be Miami, Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Miami of Ohio. We're running low on funds. We need to sell a jersey.
Slap
space.
a Walmart patch on the jersey.
That's right. And then all 16 SEC.
Actually, that's what idea. Arkansas is going to do. Arkansas will do the Walmart. There we go.
Can they turn the Walmart logo red instead of blue?
I'm sure they'll let them do it.
That's right. All right.
Oh, I hate to be old man yells at cloud, but I just continue to be
Go ahead. People love it.
I know. It's just
people love it when
I
you
get very tired
up.
of just seeing more and more things like this, And admittedly, the professional leagues, the NBA, MLB, and NHL that have done the jersey logo or the jersey ads, it's pretty unintrusive. You don't really even notice them at this point. But there was a time where they were not there, and I do remember that time still. Just getting tired of it. Everything's an ad now. Sick of it.
That's why Texas is going to be great.
Texas Tech, yeah.
Hook 'em, baby.
What do they say? Guns up.
Yeah.
Way cooler than Hook 'em.
No.
Are you kidding me? Cowboys? They literally dominate your mascot.
Well, if you catch one, you get gored by the Longhorn. That's a bad way to die.
Oh shoot,
that's a bad way to die. Getting gored.
What was it? I mean, however many years ago now when he about got loose and I think what was the game where the Georgia one we were talking about the other day. Yeah, man.
Not a good way to go.
No. I'm all for live mascots. I think they're cool. But man, I would not want to be one of the handlers of either, what is his name?
Bevo.
Bevo, yeah, duh.
Get it right, Mason.
Bevo or Ralph at Colorado. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it.
Get it right. Bevo could be running this show.
Yeah. Or he's sitting right over there. Have a Bevo cam.
We would love that.
I would like it. Maybe we get us a live mascot.
What would our live mascot be?
Something very low maintenance.
Yeah.
Maybe a fish, like a goldfish.
Yeah, Abby's even too much.
Yeah, can we get like a goldfish?
We've had Abby around the studio a couple times, and she just runs all around here like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We can bring Bruce in here. We can bring Bruce, my cat.
We can have him pick games for us this season. 2 bowls of food.
That's right. 2 bowls. We just put the same treats in both bowls, and we'll just have him pick games. That's actually not a horrible idea. We do need to decide what we're doing.
I mean, it's virtually every season that someone new gets a pretty good amount of fodder on the internet for doing it with some various animal, whatever it is.
We don't have a baby at our disposal, so
No.
Bruce will have to do. I'm going to try to hit up Katie Wyndham tomorrow because she's back on her on schedule. So that's probably what we're going to look for tomorrow, to bring her back to find out what she's done with her summer, getting married, how married life is. I know she's been moving all over the place. So she's had a crazy summer. So that's what I want to do tomorrow. But we've got 17, 18 days left until Alabama takes on Florida State. And so what I want to challenge us for Friday is to circle back to Florida State. Circle back to Florida State beyond Thomas Castellanos.
Mm-hmm.
I will start reaching out to Florida State writers to try to have one or two on over the next couple of weeks.
We got a pretty good quote within the last 24 hours from a member of the Florida State coaching staff.
Yep, give it to us.
Here we are 18 days away from game day, and it is still apparently having issues with guys needing to step their butts up. It's ridiculous, I believe he said.
No effort.
That's not a great place to be just over 2 weeks out.
No, and I saw a practice clip, Castellanos throwing a near interception. The little freshman corner puts it out on his Instagram. Like they were at some like live practice or whatever under the lights, and he rolls out right, and he's staring right at the corner. He tries to get it by him in the corner. It hits the corner's hands and drops it. Why would you post this cornerback? Why would you drop the interception?
Does he do his arms like this after?
Well, he like does the I should have caught it.
That's not great. Don't post that one.
Like
my favorite is though just a very clear dropped interception followed up by no fly zone. It's like, buddy, come on, you almost had a game changing play. Now it's just a routine pass breakup.
I'm starting to not feel as great about it's going to be a tough, ugly game. It's going to be a closer game than people take with Florida State. Maybe Alabama just goes in there and steamrolls it because Todd Simpson's throwing the ball down the field.
Awesome. Like I said, if he throws for 300 yards, 280, 300 yards, whatever it is, a little over 300 maybe, hopefully, 3-4 touchdowns, that'd be awesome. I can come in here looking like a clown that Monday, and I'll be happier than a clam.
Will Melissa paint your face for us?
Maybe. There we go.
All right. We'll find out in 17 days what happens down in Tallahassee. We'll get out of here for the day. We want to encourage you to join us at the Northport Lions Club Health Fair, August 23rd. We want to encourage you to call Derek Daniel for all your health insurance needs or home life auto insurance. No health insurance. Home life auto insurance needs at 205-758-3391. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see if Katie Wyndham can join us. 205-462-7340, extension 800 for your voicemail line. You can hit us up anywhere you like at Joe Gaither 6 at MA Woods _, and we will talk to you tomorrow right here on the Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral and BamaCentral.com.